Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I dislike very much, to say the least, the politicization of sports. I do not like that. Or trying to impose some social trends again or ideologies into sports. I'm interested in seeing who's the best in a certain kind of, sport. That's all I'm interested in. I don't care about the color, I don't care about the height, I don't care about the name, I don't care really about the country, his parents, or what ideology he's having, or who he likes to. I don't care about that. I want to see the performance of a human being. How great, how far we humans can go. How far can we go? Unfortunately, we have now more and more. It's been like this for some time already, but anyway, it's getting more ridiculous, and I really don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's honorable. That's the word, honorable. I'm going to show you what's going on here. If you remember, it was a problem with the Olympic Committee, with world tournaments, banning the judokas, the judo guys, judo fighters in the tournaments and so on. But the Ukrainians boycotted. No, I will not boycott. Get the Russians out and so on. Eventually, they didn't get the Russians out. They allowed them to compete because they won. Some of them were good, very good. Some of them, one of them at least, won a gold medal. In the world tournaments, I think it was. Yes, in the world tournaments. I made a video on that one. Well, that guy would not have participated if it was for the politics. And the Ukrainians boycotted that. So the Ukrainian government fucked their own children, their own young people who trained hard to show their best, to compete against others in this great tournament, world tournament. Some politicians, because this and that. That should not happen. That should not happen. I would make it, voluntary or based on you, whatever you want. You want to participate, you participate. You don't want to participate, next one. The first one in my country, the national champion, the vice champion, and so on. You don't want to participate? Boom, okay, good. Next one. You want to participate? No. You want, that's how and I go down the list. And someone will want, based on value and abilities and the medals and so on. So what do we have here? Now, they won't let this go. So NBC Sports is from today, the 23rd of May, 2023. Now, this is even worse. Russia Olympic champions in taekwondo and fencing barred from world championships. So you bar the Olympic champions to compete in taekwondo and fencing. I wonder why. I wonder who's going to take it if these guys are going to not be there. Now, let me tell you this. For you people who were in sports and practiced it at the highest level, competed at the highest level, which is world tournament, national tournaments, Olympics. And not only, even if it was a regional thing, even if it was a high school thing. Let's say, let's start with this one. If you compete, year after year, who is who. You know who you are afraid of. You know who might or who really kicks your butt. You know them, and they know you. You know who's you're in danger to beat you up and who's not. Now, let's say you are supposed to go to, let's say, the Nationals, or you go to the Olympics, and before you go over there, you know that Gigi, who beat you always before, doesn't mean he's going to beat you now, but he's the one who always beat you, or he's the champion at this point. He's good. He's not allowed to compete because of political reasons decided by some old fat asses. Now, what are you going to do? You have two options, or maybe three. One, celebrate. Therefore, you have a very, very low standard in morality. I say, don't respect yourself. celebrate. Yeah, he's not going to be over there. I'm going to be possibly my best, my challenger. The best one is gone. I might go up a notch. Now that's weaselness. And I suspect that a lot of people would do that. And the other one is be very upset about it and maybe hunt to for the rest of your life in case you win. Why? Because once you're going to win, and I hope you win, you will always or should always have this. Yes, I'm the world champion, but the guy who beat me each and every time, who was not allowed to compete. So I am, but in my soul I know that there's questions. Yeah, I beat everybody that was allowed to participate. Now that's very bad. That's very bad. As I said many times, those athletes sacrifice their lives, which is they work hard, they train hard, they have a certain kind of diet. They have a very, very busy schedule. They sacrifice instead of just playing video games, masturbating, or chasing drugs and other stuff. They work hard. They're an example. And some fat asses are doing what they do with them because some idiots fight somewhere. Have nothing to do with the athletes. That's a I would call it a criminal offense. Very, very badly punishable. Let me give you this story. Maybe you're familiar with it. You know that at the Olympics, the original Olympics, a lot of people showed up, whomever showed up. But there were some leaders, some generals who showed up at the Olympics. And they competed and some of them won. So that told us, at least should tell us, that our leaders led by example. All right? So you have these presidents or the generals and all that with their medals and all that. They never fought a real war. Some of them, they can't prove they're the best, but somehow they are over there in charge. Like you get, Lloyd Austin or Mark Milley. I don't know their past, but I suspect they were not really the ones that, would win some Olympics. And I'm talking about Biden and others that can make decisions and pressure these guys at the Olympics Committee or whatever world tournaments. Some people that were athletes themselves, most of them or some of them, and they know better. That's the problem. They know better. I think that's awful. And this just happens to be Russia. Tomorrow could be, Germany. Tomorrow could be France. Tomorrow could be your country. For whatever reason, because somebody decides that your government and your country did something bad. And until that country changes the behavior, your athletes will not be allowed to compete. I think that's, as I said, no. And then those people who make these decisions have the power. They will sleep nicely and they will, have no problem. But that's a tragedy over there. And they didn't do anything wrong. The athletes didn't do anything. They're parents. They're young adults. They're not 50. They're not 1,000 years old. Some of them are 18, 19, 20, 25, 20. These are young. You destroy their dreams. You don't care? Well, you destroy the dreams of some people with qualities, with energy, with discipline. But the other ones, yeah, man, no, you have no problem with those guys. That's promoting bullshit versus value. I'm very disappointed, very angry, to say the least, about this one. And unfortunately, I can't do anything but just communicate with you or to you this and raise awareness about it. And I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know, but we are on YouTube and I can't really say certain things. So I hope they change this policy and they get the politics out of sports, out, including this orientation and that orientation and disorientation and all that. Get it out. I don't care. I want to see value. I want to see value. Performance, the best. Well, you don't let me. And who's that? You insult not only them, you insult me. You don't let me see value. Who are you to decide this, after all? Are you a god or what? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.